Hello, I am Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Try, and we are back with more depersonalization. Last time you left off, you were at the town hall, and we got a bit of the way into it. And we're just gonna get right back into where we left off now. Wait for the slightly annoyingly long loading screen here. It's always longer when I just load into the game. Okay, it's actually quite a bit longer when I just load into the game, but here we go. Five of the cabinets are empty, but you spot 2 unopened resignation letters. There's hardly anything left. Inside the cabinets, you find snacks that are still within their shelf life. The computer nearby is still running a popular brick game with 1 credit left. Perhaps I should rewind and have some fun. You achieve a high score and feel a sense of accomplishment. Stealing money from the town hall. You notice some messages in the sent folder originating from a staff member to his girlfriend. Hey, are you there? I didn't mean to be out so long, but work's just been. I know it might sound like a terrible excuse, but I'm sorry, times are tough and I'm struggling to make ends meet. Can we talk? Send your empty jar. The message remains unread by the recipient. Several work plan diagrams are posted here. One of them, titled Person Day Local Network Plan, is highlighted, indicating that the current work at the town hall is focused on it. You search online and soon find a doctor named Byron working in a renowned hospital in France. His online consultation is currently available. He might be somehow linked to the murder case. You send a message to him, and to your surprise, you receive his reply soon. He seems happy to communicate with you. Dr. Byron, I've got a question about one of your patients. Sure, what's up? I'm investigating a case and found a medical record D7024 from you. I have solid reasons to believe the patient is tied to a case. Could you share details about the patient? I see where you're coming from. Your reasons make sense, but I can't just discredit the patient's information. Our hospital policy emphasizes patient privacy. If you really need it, you'll have to apply for it through proper channels. Although Dr. Byron denies your request, he does not immediately end the conversation. After hearing that from Byron, you decide to persuade him. Although you understand he's adhering to his rules, you are determined not to let this opportunity slip away. And you decide to persuade him. You explain that there's an unsolved murder case in Curzon and the patient's information could be crucial to solving it. After considering your words for a moment, Dr. Byron finally agrees to your request. Okay, I give you the information under one condition. It stays confidential and doesn't go to any third party. I'll apply for it officially and send it to the government mailbox at Curzon. It might take a while with the paperwork. I believe it should be done before the end of the month. Thank you so much. Dr. Byron mentioned it would arrive at the end of the month. I guess I'll have to be patient. A ring box sits upon the shelf, but it's empty. The drawer is overflowed with invoices. Amidst them, you unexpectedly find a check inside an envelope. Just stole $20,000 from the mayor. Now we are going to return to the church. Hey, you're back. How was it? Find anything interesting? You hand her the book, Hidden Secrets of the Gang. I found this in a hidden compartment. Seems like it was intentionally stashed away. But the contents of this book... let's just say its reliability is questionable. A glint sparks in her eyes. Ignoring your dad, she focuses intently on the words hidden secrets. So it's some secret stuff, huh? She cradles the book against her chest, carefully tucking it into her pack. Thanks a bunch. You must have encountered some clever mechanism hiding this book, right? Actually... yeah, I get it. Thank you so much. Seriously, if I had gone there, I'd probably come back empty-handed. Now I'll dig into this book for a bit. Feel free to swing by Reindeer Pub on the 29th. Ask you whatever I uncover with you. Sure, catch you later. Upon your agreement, the girl bids a cheerful farewell and leaves. You watch as she leaves the casino, pondering over your decision. But anyway, the deed is done. All that remains is to wish her well on her future expeditions. Or, sorry, I didn't read that all the way. Now let's head to the reindeer pub, I suppose. I've heard about your special services here. Oh, you're talking about my expert consulting services, right? Well, I did win a silver medal from the Inventor Association of Miskatonic University. That's why my fellow inventors often seek my guidance. If you're interested, we can talk about it. Just a heads up, it's a paid service based on hourly rates. So, shall we start now? Disregarding Harrison's chatter, you take out the pistol Ben gave you. Harrison accepts the pistol with a look of surprise, swiftly dismantling and reassembling it in front of you. This is indeed the one I fine-tuned for Ben. Seems like he sent you here. Just to be clear, even with Ben vouching for you, there's no discount. Harrison sighs, his expression tinged with reluctance. Fine, feel free to check if there's anything that catches your eye, though I'd prefer if it didn't. Seems like you're not keen on working with Ben. Of course not. Dealing with the gangsters in Curson Day usually doesn't end well. If you hadn't caught me, I'd rather stick to inventing and managing my shop. Come on, spill what you need and then get out. Okay, I don't think we needed anything in there. A scruffy police officer sits alone, muttering to himself as he sips his drink. This damn job busy as hell. All for that measly pay. When will it ever end? If this keeps up, maybe I should just join the gang. As you pass by a nearby table, you overhear a hushed conversation between two employees. You know, I heard this from my neighbor. My wife, she's been bringing home strangers. Wait, are you saying? Yeah, she must be cheating on me. Dang, it's all on me. Been grinding at work all day, neglecting everything else. Chasing cats, no time for her. Hey, it's not your fault, man. You know that revitalization strategy crap? It's been a nightmare for my team too. You know, when I passed that tall building on North Street, I had this crazy thought. What if I just ended it all? Nonsense, man, forget that. You need another drink. We'll get wasted, then you can crash and get some shut-eye. And hey, if you're still feeling low, I'm here for you. They gulp down one mug after another. Damn, that was a dark conversation there. A few newspapers for the 26th are placed in the newspaper rack. You pick one out and read it. The headline again is an exaggeratedly large font reads, Cartier Hotel placed in lockdown, tourists urged to stay calm. The article mentions that due to an emergency situation, Cartier Hotel has been temporarily blocked off. However, it does not delve into the details of the case, focusing instead on calming the tourists. Tehran brings out a fine bottle of wine. You can either enjoy it yourself or share it with others. Okay, I think heading here was pretty much a waste of time. And here we are on Crescent Street now. Is this someone's lost wallet? As you reach for a dropped wallet, the other person swiftly snatches the wallet before you do. Philip? Well, well, if it isn't Bruno's little helper. Scrounging for spare change. Remember the rule of this town, finders keepers. Let's put the wallet aside. I'd like to go over the case once more. Again? By the way, I heard Bruno ended up in the hospital. Yeah, something happened to him. I see, that's unfortunate. Bruno, no talk. If you want to talk, schedule a time first. You see him walking into a dilapidated house. You knock on the door but hear no response. Philip, I promise I'll keep it short with just a few questions. You keep knocking on the door. Enough of this! Scraping sounds emanate from the other side, accompanied by Philip's agitated shouts. Questions, those annoying questions. You guys have asked me like 6 or 7 times. You act like you're the boss demanding my cooperation. And then you keep me tied up for 3 or 4 hours. The scraping intensifies as Philip's voice grows louder. You're messing with my work. And you've ruined my chances of getting hurt. You realize the noise comes from nails furiously scratching against the wood. At this moment, Philip resembles a cat clawing frantically at a scratching post, his rage directed at you and the door. And the worst part, you don't even pay me anything. Why should I cooperate with you? Get lost! After a loud thud, Philip's footsteps recede from the door. What goes around comes around, even a thief may fall victim to theft. With a crisp click, you unlock the front door of Philip's house. Seriously? Enough of this! You grilled me for ages last time at the pub. And now you're at my door? Without a word, you take out the search warrant from your pocket. This search warrant is legally binding. So what? In case you're not getting it, let me explain. That means I can legally grill anyone involved in this case if I've got solid reasons. Or if you prefer, I can bring the cops along. But watch out, not all the police in Curzon are as friendly as Bruno. You get what I mean, right? The clutters within Philip's house now catches your eye. Attention. You got a whole bunch of interesting stuff piled up here. Looks like I'll need to search through these piles before questioning you. Hey, don't get too carried away, are you hearing me? You brandish the warrant in your hand. Okay, fine. Just go ahead and search whatever you need to and let's get this over with. You notice a number of men's and women's wallets in various styles stacked in the corner alongside various assorted items. I bet there are like 50 wallets here. The people in Curzon have a habit of misplacing their stuff. Come on, it's not like you can track down the owners now. These wallets are pretty much useless at this point. Losing a wallet is just a minor setback that can happen to anyone. It's not like losing your life, right? Philip retrieves several items from the cache of stolen goods as he speaks. Don't be so serious, I just stumbled upon these little trinkets by chance. I can even share some with you if you're interested. Leaving these words, Philip stuffs the items he holds into your pocket. Due to Philip's recent rummaging, a silver object fell to your feet from the pile of loot. You pick it up and discover that it's a silver can shaped like a tin can. Its purpose is indiscernible from its appearance. What is this? Why all the questions? How could I possibly remember where I found each of these items? With those words, Philip deftly retrieves the silver cylinder from your hand. But I do remember this. I got this junk from the quad shop. I thought this was some fancy silver relic, but it turns out to be some worthless junk. If you want it, it's all yours. It's not worth a thing anyway. Philip tosses the silver cylinder back at you. Upon close inspection, the cylinder reveals a complex internal structure comprising a multitude of tiny components unfamiliar to you. This canister seems like it can be an energy source for a device of some sort. Well, I've never seen anything with this kind of internal structure before. If someone could fix it up, it might be useful later on. You place the cylinder in your bag. Seeing your reaction, Philip appears to be doubting his judgment. It appears he is no longer certain if the canister is just a piece of junk. Just so you know, this thing isn't actually silver. I double-checked with a silver dealer in the black market. Yeah, I get it. But since he said it's all yours, I'll keep it. A knife on the couch draws your attention, triggering a sense of familiarity. This knife looks exactly like the one that was found on the victim's body. You also happen to stumble upon this knife by any chance? Not at all. This knife is unique. I've had it specially ordered from the city. I'm the only one in all of Cursonday with such a finely crafted blade. Wow, that's interesting. From your evidence bag, you take out a photo which depicts the knife found on Lucifero's body. Now, can you please explain why this knife was found on the victim's body? Philip freezes at your words. He stares at the photo with slow realization dawning on him. What did he say? Once he realizes what happened, he eagerly clarifies. Wait a second. You know what? I lost that knife. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Oh gosh, what am I even saying? I meant to say that the knife in the picture was originally mine, but I lost it later on. Alright, listen up. Either spill everything now or we're taking this to the police station. No, please don't. It's all a mix-up. I swear, I didn't lose that knife by accident. It's all because of that sketchy guy. That sketchy guy? Anxiously, Philip starts explaining. I remember that day strolling down the street when I spotted a guy in a suit with a scar on his face. That guy was all decked out, and it could have been an easy target, who knows? Hey buddy, I think it's time I give back what you took. Aw man, how did he notice me? Look mate, you clearly don't know how things work around here. If you can't watch your own back, that's on you. Why should I give back what I found? Oh, interesting. You know, I've got my own set of rules. Your rules? Oh, I'm all ears. So I pulled out my knife, hoping to scare him off. But before I could blink, he had my wrist in a grip. It all happened so fast. I couldn't see a thing, just the sudden jolt and my stomach twisted up in knots. I thought I was going to hurl up yesterday's dinner. He must have blindsided me. Anyway, he definitely pulled a dirty move. I'm sorry. Spare me this time. I'll give you every penny I've got. The guy grabbed his stuff, took my knife, and started playing with it. Not a bad knife. You don't deserve it. I'm not in the mood for bloodshed today. Get lost. Thank you. Damn, just you wait. Sooner or later, I'll find a way to settle the score with you. You better watch your back carefully. After that, I asked around about him through my contacts, but nobody seemed to have a clue about the guy. I haven't met him since then. You're wondering why that knife was found on the victim? Because he did it. I'm totally certain about this. Philip appears visibly agitated and sincere in his recollections, devoid of any deceit. You're not in the clear yet. Maybe you should walk me through all the murder details. Trying to vindicate himself, Philip casts a frustrated glance as he attempts to recall exclusive details. Hold on, it's coming back to me now. When my cell got taken in, Lux showed up to take the body. He must have left that knife there to frame me. He's out to get me, curses! Now I'm pretty sure he's in league with that jerk. What's making you so sure? Because there's whispers going around about Lux being a corrupt cop. He'll make things right for the right price. I'll take your word for it for now, and I won't spill to the cops about this. On one condition. If you come across anything suspicious, reach out to me immediately. You got it, you can count on me. Gosh, man, can't believe it. Alright, well, let's get out of here then. An attack happened here last night. Here's a tip for you. Best not to roam around at night these days. The lavish wooden floor is smudged by scattered footprints. Some obscured under a heavy layer of dust, indicating that they have been there for quite some time. Two distinct sets of prints cross the room, indicating that their owner lingered here for an extended period. Moreover, you notice a set of footprints near the door, suggesting a visitor who did not enter the room. The elegant tableware, once luxurious, now gathers dust from long neglect. A neglected piece of indoor golf equipment now cloaked in dust. Gonna use our magazine here. Magazines are filled with the jokes, although some are outdated, indulging in them still eases your mind. Is there really nothing in here? Surveying the area, you observe heaps of fresh, discarded tires and empty oil drums scattered all around the place. Apparently, this place has been overtaken by some vagrant. This must be where Marcel met the scar-faced man. The sill covering the ground indicates various types of footprints. Upon closer inspection, most of them appear to be boot prints, likely worn by plumbers. Among them, a set of fresh leather shoe prints stands out, overlaying the others. Clear footprints on the ground suggest recent activity here. The control valve is broken. Looks like I'll have to find another way through here. How else am I supposed to get around that sewage flow? Just as you're about to move to the next location, a message pops onto your cell phone. If you decide to continue investigating Bruno's case, meet me at the flower shop on New North Street. The sender is identified by a sequence of random characters. It appears the sender is intent on concealing their identity. Sandra, you're back? Yeah, you might not be aware, but Bruno briefly woke up after you left. All the doctors were amazed. So I decided to head back to my shop to get something before returning to him in the hospital to look after him. I see, that's good to hear. Oh, and Bruno wanted me to give you this. He's a workaholic. Once he's awake, work is all that matters to him. Anyway, he insisted I hand this over to you as soon as possible. Sandra hands over a cell phone to you. You examine the phone but find no data within it, as if its storage has been completely wiped. This is... He said it's Lucifero's cell phone. That clears things up. Sure, I'll keep it safe. Did Bruno mention anything else? No, he passed out shortly afterward. Besides passing on the cell phone, he wanted me to warn you of something. Sandra pauses abruptly, then continues with a solemn tone. Watch out for Constantine. Just at that moment, you hear the creak of the door opening behind you. A man dressed in priestly attire walks into the grocery store. Well, speak of the devil and he appears. Wait, it's Constantine? Please, wait here while I tend to him. Sandra starts talking with the priest. I received word of Bruno's mishap, which prompts me to visit his acquaintance. Thank you, Father Constantine. The doctor assured us he's recovering well. Rest and healing are all that's needed. Father Constantine makes the sign of the cross on his chest and closes his eyes in prayer. May God bestow mercy upon Bruno and bless him with a swift recovery. Concluding his prayer, Father Constantine reopens his eyes. He casts a serene and profound gaze upon Sandra. Sandra, I admire your resilience. However, there are moments where relenting becomes essential. Should you require the Church's assistance, do not hesitate to seek it. Thank you so much, Father. I'll reach out if I need your help. A brief silence envelops the two before Constantine speaks first. Regrettably, I'm needed for pressing matters at the church. Now, please, excuse me. Please, wait a moment, Father Constantine. Glad to meet you, Father. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. Actually, I'm a friend of Bruno. He needs my help with investigating a murder case. There's something I'd like to ask you. Slowly, Father Constantine turns toward you, his eyes resembling the surface of a calm lake at night, devoid of ripples. In that moment, it feels as if you're peering into an eerie mirror with your body memory's entire past laid bare. His gaze lacks any sense of judgment and is simply watchful and devoid of emotion, instilling an inexplicable sense of unease. It feels as if you're being scrutinized by a divine entity. For a fleeting moment, Father Constantine strikes you as a true saint. He exists in this world as an incarnation of the deity he worships. I shall endeavor to answer your questions to the best of my ability. Yet my time away from the church is limited, thus I would appreciate brevity in your inquiries. With his consent, you start asking questions. What were you doing on the night of December 23rd? On that evening, Ben saw solace in my counsel due to personal turmoil. We conversed until the early hours of the morning, after which he departed and I retired to my chambers to rest. Is there anyone who can prove your words? There were no other witnesses present. It was only the two of us that night. You don't seem concerned with the potential troubles from your answer. That statement does not align with the truth. In my view, sincerity is the most effective approach to resolving misunderstandings. As a priest, it is my duty to aid in resolving all issues. Whether it is personal dilemmas or providing testimony for a murder case, it matters not. My duty remains steadfast. May I ask you another question? Would you compromise your faith to protect a sinner? Upon hearing your question, Father Constantine remained silent, gazing at you calmly once more. This pause creates a sense of discomfort, as if the air is thickened around you. Your heartbeat resonates audibly. Gradually, an unusual wave of heat fills the atmosphere. Outside the window, buildings are igniting fiercely before your eyes. Real screams pierce the air, and the intensifying heat stifles your breath. Amidst the crimson chaos, people flee as the structures distort in the inferno. You are utterly powerless, unable to do anything but to witness the macabre scene. Suddenly, a colossal black mass surges through the streets like a tsunami. Resembling tar and molten lava, its undulating form shimmers green in the engulfing flames. As you attempt to comprehend the surreal scene, Constantine's voice draws you back to reality. We are all sinners in the eyes of the Lord. Yet she envelops us in her benevolence. It is her benediction that extends our existence in this fractured world. Regarding your earlier inquiry, here is my response. I have faith in the Lord, and I shall never waver my faith. Noon approaches and my duties require my return. Should you have further inquiries, do not hesitate to come to me. Constantine leaves the house. Upon seeing Constantine leave, Sandra lets out a sigh of relief. At that moment, you notice that she'd accidentally stabbed her hand with the sharp point of a brooch she was holding tightly. Sandra, your hand! I must have been too nervous. Sandra takes the bandage from the cabinet and skillfully wraps it around the wound. Don't worry, I'll get it treated at the hospital later. It's a shame my brooch got stained. Sandra speaks as she carefully cleans the brooch. You cannot help but notice its intricate design. The brooch's familiar sun-shaped pattern at its center, surrounded by countless tiny runes. It emits a golden, elegant luster under the light. Did Bruno give you this brooch? No, it was a gift from Miss Helen. She's a knowledgeable woman and my respected mentor. I learned from her for a while. When I left, she gave me this brooch as a gift. I haven't seen her in a long time. Sandra looks a bit despondent while polishing the brooch, but quickly regains her composure. I've stayed here too long. I need to pack up quickly and head back to look after Bruno. I'll leave you to it then. Please be careful. Alright, we're going to double check the areas we've already been now. You take out the silver cylinder and hand it over to Harrison. Can you get this fixed? Need something repaired? It's 20 funds per item for a repair service. If parts need replacing, that's an additional cost. For more complex items, there's a separate charge with no cap. Harrison introduces about fees while inspecting the cylinder with a magnifying glass. With a grim expression, Harrison alternates his gaze between you and the silver cylinder as he scrutinizes it closely. Where did you get this stuff? Inform Harrison about where you found the silver cylinder. Wait, from him? Is he also... I'm sorry, but I've only handled items I sold. So can you fix that? Any terms, perhaps? Well, yeah, I can fix it, but I'll need a small favor in return. Once that's done, I'll get it fixed up for you. What kind of favor? You got to accept my terms first. Just so you know, I'm the only one in Cursonday who can fix this. I'll think about it. Fine, what do you want me to do? Good, great, fantastic. Harrison visibly lights up with excitement. First off, I need you to head to the police station and retrieve a package for Henry W. Ackley. Whose package is that? Of course, it's mine. But why is it at the police station? Because of those corrupt cops? They love holding on to packages, calling them dangerous, and then asking for a fat security deposit to release it. Not a chance I'm handling my hard-earned money for that. I've been waiting on that package forever. Bring it back to me and I'll reward you generously. So you've got the details now, right? Here, take my number. Give me a ring call once you got that package. And back to the police station we go. Several boxes are stored beneath the shelves in the archive room. After a brief search, you would locate the package labeled correctly. However, the package appears to have been opened and resealed with a series of numbers affixed to it. This should be the reference number for the evidence the police used to conduct their search. You then notice a letter affixed to the package addressed to a Miskatonic University and intended for the officer Carter. Upon retrieving the package, you dial Harrison's number. I've got the package. Really? Fantastic. Let's see, what do we do now? Head straight to Pomegranate Alley now. I need to make a few calls first. We'll go over the details when you get there. What's in the package and who am I supposed to meet there? Don't ask unnecessary questions, just know that by helping me, you're helping yourself. Hurry over there now. I've heard there's been a rise in junkie activity in the area recently. Harrison then hangs up the phone while muttering to himself. You try searching the computer using the evidence number from the package, retrieving a case file. Opening the dossier, you delve into its contents attentively. The series of abductions began in late April. Various places in Curzon, series of abductions and murders, main suspect Henry Eckley deceased. Our investigation has confirmed that this is a false name. The suspect's real identity remains unknown. Based on the investigation, Henry Eckley was reportedly smuggled in the United States in 1996. Upon arriving in Curzon, he took control of a small local gang involved in drugs and developed it into a cult. The cult, led by Henry Eckley, began carrying out criminal activities from late April. Henry Eckley directed cultists to commit multiple abductions, resulting in the disappearance of numerous adults and minors. By the time the police were searching for the perpetrators, the cult had already completed the descent of the divine, resulting in the deaths of 5 adults and 2 children. Police were able to rescue one victim who was not selected as a sacrifice due to a physical handicap. During the search, Henry Eckley was killed on the spot for resisting arrest, while the other cultists were arrested and brought to justice. 2 days before the case was closed, the police intercepted a package sent anonymously to Henry Eckley. The tool inside the package was identified by Professor Lance of Miskatonic University as a ritual tool belonging to a certain cult. Chemical analysis revealed genetic samples from at least 10 individuals attached to the inside of the tool's tube. Additionally, victim-related information revealed that the wife and daughter of White, the owner of the cloth store, as well as the wife of Harrison, the owner of the hardware store, were killed during the incident. As you're about to finish your reading, you close your computer. A photograph at the bottom of the dossier catches your attention. The photo depicts a mud-gray cave rock wall with a crude graffiti scrawled in crimson paint. The texture of the color resembles blood. The mural portrays a group of people kneeling to worship a winged insect in midair. The insect's body appears significantly larger than a human's, with a bulky head lacking eyes or mouth. The simple scribbles convey an eerie and sinister atmosphere. At the bottom of the mural is a text written in the same dark red paint. Although you did not read it carefully, for some reason the passage is oddly inscribed in your memory. Overwhelmed by a sudden bout of dizziness, you power down the computer, stopping an examination of the angel descending painting. So you're claiming this man is a murderer. Then you need to prove it. Don't the police in Curse Day rely on evidence? Or do you guys just jump to conclusions based on someone's social status? Watch your mouth. Of course you rely on evidence. Do you think we randomly pick people up? This guy is the murderer. We've got loads of clues and evidence against him. It's just that I'm not allowed to share all the details with outsiders. Even the moment where the police officer is distracted, the thug shoves him. The police officer is knocked to the ground and you stagger back in response to the sudden turn of events. By the time the officer recovers, the thug has already ran away. You'll regret this, just wait and see. Get that thug. I highly doubt there's actually any evidence. You spot a familiar face in the corner. It's Lex. At this moment, he's talking with a gangster, seemingly involved in some sort of scheme. Everything needs to go according to plan, got it? Sure thing, I've got this. Great, keep up that attitude. Now get going and keep me updated. No problem. Consider it done. After exchanging whispers for a while, the two depart as if they are strangers. Lex is mixed up with the gangsters. Something's not adding up. Does that mean Lux is back at the police station now? Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, we got a lot of information from our police station run this time anyway. And that is where we're going to end this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more depersonalization. Until then, bye!